Good to have you here. It's been a long time coming. We're super excited. Can you just introduce yourself to the people out there and and what to expect during this here session?
Okay, cool. The name is Phila. Uh, Full name is Phila Koshin. But I'm a Phila Koshin Dlamini, but they call me Phila Koshin because Koshin comes from Snanadere, so you know. So Phila is a music lover, media lover also. He's a guy that somewhat decided to own a record label, not really a record label per se, but a multimedia company, which has a music record label inside it. Peter was born in this country, Eswatini. Completed my primary in Herman Manor, as you call it, SOS now. And then I decided to complete my high school in St. Mark's. I left the country after working for media houses in Swaziland. I worked for Channel Swazi. Newsreader, really young guy, passionate, ready to take over the world. Decided, Swaziland was there. But I needed to learn more and compete with more media houses. So then I went over to South Africa. Yeah. It's a long story. I'll unpack it as we go. Yeah, cool.
That's amazing. So the journey had it always been the case, like you always knew from the onset, not this is me. I'm heading into the media.
Yeah, look, I'd say yes, it has always been like that. Yes. My father always reminds me of a story when we were, I think we were about 10 years old now. We were watching TV and we loved the news. So he said to us, what would you like to do when you grow up? The first thing I said was I wanted to be a newsreader because the news were on.
Yeah.
And then when I was 12 years old, we recorded, me and a couple of guys, Sweet Melody, before I said Sweet Melody, it was a contest. We recorded our first album at SPIS, PPIS now. And we didn't have guidance. So we put away money at the end of the year we recorded. And with me, entertainment has always been there. I mean, I was a DJ even in high school.
Oh, yes.
Started off later in primary, in TDK.
Oh, yeah, the tapes.
Yeah, so...
Did you do the whole recording tracks of...
Yeah. I even recorded myself. I dubbed myself over another dubbing that I had done so that I could complete the song. You have one cassette, then it's the final mix.
Yes.
And you have a couple of 4 cassettes. You record something, you lay it over, you record on another one, you lay it over. So yeah, I've always loved what I do now. So when I left the country because I was working for TV, then I left and got into Devon. I thought TV was in Devon, but I wanted to be there. So they told me there's only radio there. And I worked my way through radio stations. I worked for Crazy FM, Devon Youth Radio, Highway Radio. Yeah. Now I then landed with Gagas FM.
Yes.
Of course, I don't do on the air now. Decided not to do on air, but what I do now is I am in the broadcast field in technology. So, but I mean, I still do now and then voiceover.
Yes. But so you actually the entire journey, what you've attested, the experiences have obviously helped mold the way you approach, I guess.
Like my taking of life is simple. You get to a place and get an opportunity to be someone.
Yes.
It is up to you what you do with it. So mine has been, I will always challenge myself and I will always try something new within media. Because even the idea of coming up with a media company or multimedia company was that it encompasses radio, it encompasses the technology side, it encompasses music, which is my first love, TV also. So, as we go on chatting, I'll tell you what the plan is for
Yes.
So you'll see it. But I think a lot of people then started knowing me when I then started doing music.
Yeah, true.
I took
out of the 4.
I took out Swazi at 16 to South Africa. We broke records.
And, that's putting it mild.
So it goes on and on and on. Yeah.
So would you say you are techie to a certain degree, like you love the technology aspect to it, and does that help to a certain degree?
Or from
the onset?
My father was an engineer. He's still he hasn't lost his skill. So ngakhula and I saw him work the technology side of it. I was always intrigued about how something works.
Yeah.
To the extent that from a kid, man, like but the other time I was sort of brand new the first day. I sat on them and they had some springy I decided to go take a nap. I've got a passion of a lifetime. Yeah, so it's just that. There's a lot of stories to tell. My journey hasn't been rosy. People might think it has been, but you're living in a foreign land where you are trying to take over. So
certain hurdles as well.
Hurdles and other things that you wouldn't be able to. You might have to want to go back home, but I decided I'm not coming back to Southern until I got what I wanted to get out of South Africa. Because I went for a reason. Yeah.
There was a plan.
There was a plan. Obviously, it was God's plan.
Yes.
But yeah, there was a plan.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us if you just reunited the entire journey into Ireland and Durban, like yes, podcast and the likes. The music aspect of it. Obviously, you want to touch on that. One of your biggest efforts, numero uno, the first one. How did that happen?
Yeah. Okay. So I always loved music, but when I started working I worked for. I worked for a theater company, a playout theater. The guy that did South African. So I studied what I actually did there, which is performing arts technology. I studied it. I went to DUT, completed there, and I went to Boston Media, completed my radio and sound. Then I continued doing marketing diploma again. I did my electronics diploma during college, and then I completed master in project management. That's one course. So.
So the learning part is very important.
No, education is important. Very important. My kids will not have it any other way. I'm sorry. So I've always loved music. Like I said, I recorded when I was 12, and then I later recorded when I was 16. So when I got to then be in South Africa, I got a chance to actually be an intern at EMI Music, which took me all over the world.
Because they're actually still are big.
Well, they're now Universal, under Universal. But so I got a chance to do a lot of things, and I worked for the theater company, and I saw acting. We did tours with bigger plays, and others. I could list of many. And then I decided maybe I think I like being behind. I can't be the one having a microphone. Can you feel it? No. Can't be.
And I had, sorry to take that, like I've always found it quite interesting that for some people they never actually consider the whole people behind the scenes kind of. It's always I want to.
It's nice to create.
Exactly.
It's nicer to create
and see it come to life.
Yeah. I think that's what it was, and I wasn't really ready to. Look, when I was with EMI, as I say, I then had a chance to create my own artist and join forces with a guy called Phila, who was starting to shape things up because we were then given an opportunity to tour with the Pharrell Williams thing.
Tell us
Hansa, Legends in the Making thing. So to me, it was like, actually, I think I've got this. So I decided, when we look, I think Swazis need a chance. I wanted to try Swazis, but it was always hard because I don't know, the attitude of Swazis is a bit slow. We take our own time. So I was a bit hesitant about that. But there was a lady which obviously everyone knows in Swazis, Linda Lama, a friend of mine, who said there's a guy called Sam. he started off saying there's a guy called Mosaic.
Yes.
We tried to negotiate the deal with Mosaic. It didn't work out because he had his own record label. And respect to him, he wanted to do his own craft. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe some other time I'll be free to do this. So then I was told there was a guy called Sands. I was like, hey, okay, you gave it some time. Then at some point in time, I saw him perform. Then I was like, maybe. Let's try. Then we tried it out.
Which track was it? Sorry. Was it the banger?
No, it was Vuma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vuma. So instead of I heard him sing Vuma, and then I started watching him on YouTube. Like, actually, this guy has a talent. And it was surprising for me because the last time I was in Swaziland as a kid, I mean, the only person I knew was Mshidish.
Oh, yes.
So this was different. This was new. This was fresh. I saw the band and these guys can do. So we did some testers, took him to Durban, tried it out, did some PR to see if people can. Now the only thing is that people don't understand is that it takes time. People didn't understand how I'm talking about a Swazi speaking person singing. Everyone always made fun of it. You can't rap in Siswati, you can't sing in Siswati. It just sounds
the stereotype created that goes.
Yeah, but we broke all the stereotypes. I mean, we worked out. It took, I think, about a year and a half.
This is from the initial
meeting. Yeah. For the build up to happen.
So it wasn't like overnight, this is a bang and
there's money involved, there's time involved, there's patience involved, which some people lack and then they give up.
Yeah, and that's how it is about to touch on. Like, I can imagine the frustration on both ends. Since the artist also felt like emotions that you're not doing.
Yeah, it was an issue.
And then
look, in all projects and music, the artist will always feel they can do that.
Yeah.
And you like, yes, there's limits. You can't, if you give me your music now and say I must submit it to Metro FM or the other station, I will submit it. But I do not dictate if they'll play it, they'll like it. You know what I'm saying? So it was a case of waiting, and when the time was right, Kiki came along, and we dropped it in September. It only took fire in April the next year. And even when we dropped it in September, it was December. It was like, people not really.
Because it's another thing you think.
So in December, it started catching fire, and we ran with a video which we shot in Swaziland. And everyone was like, this video is not nice. So we shot another one in Joburg in February, just to continue with the hype. And it sort of worked because from February until August, we ran with that song. And it was actually working.
Do you recall that moment where you knew, I would say we made it, but spark.
What people say about me, I never celebrate. You never know when I'm excited or not.
True.
Because for me, it's like, okay, it's good, but we can do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I've never really, even when I watch stage, I mean, I do sound for it, and I do production for it. I never really clap hands. I just watch. I chill. Yeah. So
is that actually how?
I've never had a time where I was like, when am I? It's a pop.
And that helps because you avoid that realm of being comfortable and then
that's but I've just always thought that you can always do better. Always do great. I mean, music in Swaziland is proud.
Yeah. And then throughout your entire journey and seeing this industry grow, what is your take on the current state it's in?
Swaziland?
Yes. Looking in, would you say there's been legway?
There's obviously been progress. I mean, I left the country, came back. Mosaic, like this sounds international. There's a lot of guys. I mean, even when I wanted to sign another artist, that's when I saw Amanda Moore. I listened to Swazi Williams by Lindell, and all those artists were great, from Cracks to all of them.
Yeah.
But obviously, I can't really work with all of them. I feel that Swazi music is actually going places. What I would love though is it's also serious in my royalties and the rules around Swazi music because I think it color from the media houses, the website, and babies. I still do not understand why SBIS or EBIS doesn't have a music department. So you're the DJ, you come there with your own music, you play your own music. Very doctor. I will be accused.
There will be a certain
I'll be accused.
Will also feel
so to eliminate that, other stations, maybe let me say in South Africa or other places, there's a music department that just schedules music. And this is based on reality. It's not based on someone else's feelings.
So it's different takes from the
So music could go a long way if in the such a serious and Emma copyright bills are being very serious in Swazi. And people get paid from doing music or being played on radio in Swazi. You don't have to wait for somebody to do it in South Africa. You can also do it here. We can also have our own sort of but we are getting somewhere because now remember awards and music, which is even nicer. MTN is part of it.
There's an aspiration towards it.
And I must really thank MTN for that because prior to MTN doing or being part of the thing, people were not recognized. So
and there's been people bubbling on this
So now people can say I can compete.
Exactly.
So music is getting some, but obviously like I am not just a music enthusiast. I'm a holistic thing. I can say a lot about the production. I can also say a lot about radio. I can also say a lot about TV, but not that I'm an expert.
But
my views on it.
Exactly. You can't part the competition.
Which led me to leave the country to try new things outside.
Okay. We'll get back to that. What's your take on the current movement of, I guess, curators of sorts, music, where you have like the Spotify playlist, how people are actually evolving from the old disc junkie?
Youngin for digital.
Yes.
Everything is now digital. So also Swazi artists must understand that digitally you can make your money.
And you kind of have
you can make your money.
And absolutely. Like a substantial
you can. Okay, I'll make an example. I was talking to Dr. Abdul in April. He tells me that he makes more than 700,000 a month from digital only.
Damn, wait, let's hear that number again.
That's even nothing because if you look at it, there's Vodacom in South Africa, there's Vodacom, there's MTN. Okay, Celsi doesn't really do the RBTs. And then you have the Spotify. Nalo without statement. So so you can really make money out of digital, and people don't take it seriously.
That's another thing.
Which we should, because the caller tune every week might settle 50 cents.
When are you getting paid?
Yeah. So people must actually just
I feel like
go digital also instead of just physically paid.
It goes back to that whole you are now your own A&R situation, you're in charge of to a certain degree. Why did you come up?
I let the farmers be farmers, and I let the plumbers be plumbers. I don't. Yeah, it's also good when artists. Okay, let me
underground.
No, underground. I still do believe that an artist should just remain an artist and creator of the work.
To focus on
and leave another guy to do what they do, because bang is much for like I said, that's myself in our way as a manager.
Yes.
So what am I saying? I'm saying I still do believe that artists should just they must know their rights, but also know their role. Because in spaces now, imagine you're an artist, but same way for slow negotiator eating.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't take you seriously when you do it.
Because another thing is change I'm trying to portray in that certain manner as an artist.
I'll tell you, there's TV and there's Spike. who look after Casper. Casper will never mess up with those two guys because they are the guys that are working behind the scenes. He is just the artist. He doesn't go and look for whatever. Yes, he's the person, but again, you must remember at the back, and those people at the back are very important. You know, if you are an only artist, just be an artist and be the best that you can be. Yeah. I don't believe in that.
No, that's actually a good take, because as much as some people may believe the whole control and the likes, but I feel, like you mentioned, it then starts corroding a craft, because now you're thinking, how am I going to get the motion? How am I going to get to this next spot? You need basically a team to handle the stuff in the background. Moving along. Obviously, your next export, most recent one. Yeah. How did that?
I didn't even think Amanda can sing, to be honest. Really? Because Amanda was my junior in high school. In concerts, I've never seen her sing. I don't remember, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. I've known her for a while. Her mother was my teacher at some point, home economics. I heard do the Swahili.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then I was interested. It's just that you see, this thing in music comes with putting a lot of money.
True.
I didn't have the funds to do it because at the time I was concentrating on sex. So yeah, when my thing with sense eventually didn't work out for whatever reason, I had to. I was bored. I had to do something.
So, and plus, you really got the confidence. Like,
so I then went with Amanda Moore, and quite frankly, she's actually a pretty dope artist. She's a dope artist, to be honest. Yeah.
Good stuff. And I guess comes back to that whole. Let's say I, for instance, have an aspiration. I used to lay a couple of brands back in the day.
And you want to work with us?
Yeah. An opportunity for artists. Then, how would they go about? Or in general, how does a young artist break in or get that deal? Piece of advice.
I don't have a formula, and I don't have the correct answer for everyone. First things first, you must know music. Marketing, no, I'm sure you must know it like you're schooling, but research about it. You know, it's hard when you hear an artist saying, "Hey, people want me, people like me, and I've been in this game I've been hustling," and then you're like, "Who's your publisher? Like, what is a publisher?"
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then now, like, so Kuliman, stuff, and you must know your music, the music world. You must know what is to publish and what is a distributor and what is it. Just know, because it's not too complicated. When the music will register your music, we must register fully publish, so that masayidlala emoyeni ngento yakho without to publish yakho yokulandzela ama-royalty. Then you must know what it is. But for an aspiring artist, it won't give up.
And it's
this thing takes forever.
I feel like no one is actually taking appreciation from the reenactment of the Sense journey, that it wasn't just bam, they decided to perfect entire
I think I've worked with Amanda also for a year now. I hear people say, because I was doing Border Mind, they see a stack of CDs in my foot and like, what are these? Did you declare them? I don't declare. They're always in my car. It's my artist CDs.
Yes.
I use it to do promo and stuff with clients. So I don't have to declare. And they're like, money artist. So they take it and say, Amanda Moore. And I'm like, you're a pooler. I'm like, wait, someone in love with me knows it. Okay, cool. So I understand there's people who know and love her music and know her music now. But I still say it's not enough. So we're still pressing. And we have a lot of things in store, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a question from Mandy Gininza. They say, why haven't you opened your own station with all this experience, Lago?
Sorry, we were actually trying to do it. Yeah, we were trying to do it. I suppose watch the space maybe it's coming.
Because there's an online station as well.
Yes, but I don't know. Data is expensive sometimes. But I don't know.
Well, at least
not at MTN.
Of course not. No, MTN house got you covered at those streaming stations.
There we go. Advertising free. There we go. Yeah. Why haven't I've thought about it many times. Believe me. Somewhere in the beginning of this month, I was planning on going back home. Going back home. And I thought about maybe radio would be what I would start. But where do you start? Yeah, in Swaziland, where do you start? It gets too complicated, unfortunately. It's not impossible. It's not impossible, but it gets too complicated here. I don't know. For me, it would be complicated because I don't know the dynamics of how radio works here. Like, for instance, the only broadcast station that we have here, which is national, is EBIS, or SBIS, as we would call it. But the way that they work is not the way that I've seen through my experience. Yes. I really don't understand. So,
which is something such as with the whole music equality.
Yeah. But I've respected one thing. There's people who actually listen to EBIS. So meaning ukuthi bantu balana bayayithanda le ndlela. So for me, it'd be foolish of me to come in here and think I'm just gonna.
But don't you think disruption is kind of
disruption in Swaziland? I don't know.
What is disruption? Potential.
Hey, I see Zanele from New Jersey in the US. Okay, cool. Hi, Zanele. Good job. Okay, cool. Another question? No questions. Okay. I think I'll try and answer these guys here. This is Larry Mhlanga. Hi, Larry. How are you? What has been your major highlights in your career as a record label owner? Breaking all records. All the records. We were number one for about 7 months.
Which is your...
For 7 months. Yeah, we were number one for 7 months. Yeah.
This is a specific track with the...
Just Take You Alone.
Straight.
Yeah, Just Take You Alone. So, yeah. That's my highlights, I suppose. Okay, what have I pressed here? Let's go back. Okay, cool. Okay, Mlandvoe understands EBIS. He thinks he needs a revamp. I didn't say that. If and when you eventually are ready to open or start a radio station, or am I ready? I am ready. I am ready. If not in Swaziland, in South Africa.
But then obviously. Right. You didn't get that yet?
Yeah, something is coming up. We're cooking something.
Oh,
yeah, there's something that me and a couple of friends are cooking up.
So that's the space.
Yeah, you'll see it when it happens.
You heard it here first, by the way. We just saying.
Yeah. We just want to see if it will work, but I don't know when. But it's probably going to happen. I'm not saying in this year, next year. I'm just saying, as everyone, you live in a house, but you dream of living in a bigger house. Yeah. Okay, say hi to all the Mandela Washington fellows in the US. She says she's from Eswatini and she's asking what are the challenges I am facing and how do I deal with those. I don't know what kind of challenges, like it's unveiling.
I will cut across.
Okay, well, in terms of my career, I've faced a lot of problems and challenges every day. I mean, as I said, I was a Swazi living in Durban, unknown by anyone. First things first, when I went and looked for a job in radio, this guy said to me, "You don't have the voice for radio. No, you are not meant for radio." And I remember it was Imbogoto FM, and I remember the guy. And I was like, hey, I'm channel on. I mean, so channel-less. And I thought, hey, if I'm able to use my voice in another station, what did you say? And I worked through, and eventually I got myself to the #1 commercial radio station in Africa.
And this after that.
Yeah. Okay, my phone is about to shut down, but it's okay. Please open a music radio station, please. We need it. Okay, develop it. All right, I'm gonna get out of my own. Connect with us at MTN Eswatini. So I'm gonna get out of my own now. So we are there. Now we are there. Okay, cool.
Right. That's interesting. And you've mentioned obviously different realms of media and the likes. What's your take on festivals and the likes? And can you name top 3 festivals you've attended? Because
festivals.
Yeah.
You
will start over,
brother.
We'll start over.
I have done over 1,000 or thousands of.
Damn, but then there's obviously.
Like I said, I work for a what do you call it? I work for a theater company, which also had a sound department and a production department, and I worked in that production. So I've seen from the likes of Sarafina to Umoja to a Lionel Richie to a Busta Rhymes. I've worked. I'm talking about to a Celine Dion concert, to a Pharrell Williams, to an Usher concert, to T.I. concert, to a Chris Brown concert. So what? I don't know. Like this is what I do every day. So production every day. But the one that I think is actually, and I actually haven't attended it, but I'd love to attend it. Fish Fire. I haven't attended Fish Fire. And it's sad because you get people from South Africa saying, "No, take us to Swaziland. We want to see Fish Fire."
No. Okay.
And I love what Jigs and the other guys are doing. So I'd love to attend it. Hopefully next year I'm attending. I'm bringing more people.
And we hold you through that, by the way. We hold you through.
Yeah. Look, as long as Amanda performs them.
There's the catch.
No, be there either way.
That's it. Okay. And then Coachella, obviously.
I wanted to do it this year, but probably I'll try to do it next year.
What was your take on the whole, setup? Did you see it online?
I saw snippets of it, but I must say the production is great, which is my expertise.
If you're giving it props,
no, those guys are good.
Right. And then, given the chance, any other realm, do you ever see yourself doing anything else besides this? If you hadn't obviously fallen in love with passion and then
I studied electronics and I got a chance to work for Toyota. Okay. I only worked 2 weeks and left. I left.
It's not true.
I left Toyota in Durban, Mansington Prospecting. I left. I was like, I'm not gonna do this every day. It doesn't. You see, I'm a creative, so it doesn't inspire creativity for me. True. I can see the conveyor belts, I can see the assembly. It's good for other people. People like robotics and stuff. I was an engineer, but I was not the type of engineer. I was a multimedia engineer, so I don't know if I'll do anything else besides what I'm doing.
But then I guess that just answers it. The fact that you delved into something else.
Yeah, no.
You realized
if I was to do anything else, I'd be a chef or I'd be a farmer.
Oh, yeah. So that's the talent that you're getting hands on. Big farm. So
yeah. So I love farming. I love sewing. I love people.
Okay. And then obviously we've got the Swatini, obviously getting inspired by this entire section. What piece of advice can you give them? Currently bubbling up, because obviously you have this.
Anything is possible.
What's that?
Anything is possible. If you put your mind to it, anything is possible. I always say there is no reason why there's a boy from Msunduza, Mbabane, who worked with an artist and they broke records and is now in charge of a broadcast department in Africa's #1 commercial station. There's no reason why
you can think otherwise.
Yeah, like when I the only problem people expect to be a smooth sailing, right? It can never be, Then you won't appreciate
something you've been highlighting.
Like it's not easy, though. Like I've gone into auditions, and I happen to be in the last 16 out of 1,000 whatever, 5,000 people, TV auditions. And they tell you at the end, oh no, you don't have the green and then you're like, oh, I'm disqualified because of
that. And that's so close.
I've been in interviews where they say we actually want you, but we can't have you because priority is South Africa. So they've been headers. It's not the And there's been situations where you walk in spaces and, like I said, they say, Wyndham, Swazi music, what is that? But you still push on.
And you can only take this, there's a friend who calling a rapper now for some reason.
Yeah.
J. Cole is some landing touches that, you kind of may have the belief or the strong belief, but then you can only take so many hits to a certain degree whereby you start even doubting, like, yo, am I delusional?
Sometimes you do doubt, but no, I do something like that. Just go ahead and do it.
And then do you believe in the approach of going all out and leaving no chance, kind of that, what's that saying? I think it was the explorer who burned the ships when they landed. You believe in that, or having a
go all out and doing what you're doing?
Yes, or
I'd be like,
don't burn the ships just in case you
can have. Okay, so I studied project management. It's something called risk management. So, on its own, anything that you do is a project. So you have to do the risk management. Let's say,
so they have.
I don't know. Some people say, there mustn't be plenty. There must be plenty. Okay, Mama said they did this. No, there had to be plenty. There had to be plenty because we dropped the phone, but no one listened.
Yes.
So we had to come with them. Even with Amanda, we did one. No one listened for the first time. Season. We went on with other things, saying that Phila. Then they went back to say, actually, this is a good idea. They went back to it. And Metro took it, put it on the chart for about a couple of weeks. And then we did 600, which is the latest. So,
when people actually started dancing, I guess that was the second leg of the one way.
Yeah, so everything now is just going smoothly, but yeah. So, but we can this is another DJ who happens to be in South Africa. Anyways, so look, everything in my head is if you want to have it done, you can do
it. That's strong sound.
Yeah.
And then, do you have any mentors? I always ask this one.
Mentors.
And some guys have always believed like when you approach, like you can learn something from every person. You tend to always, I guess, get a lot.
But there's guys that have taught me some things. There's a Kevin Dubegi who used to be with EMI, who's with Electromove now. It's kind of mentioned. There's Karabo, who's at Sheer Publishing. Every time I need anything, I just make a phone call. These guys are always willing to do something. Then there's other people in the sector of media that I also. But I always believe that the more you have the information, the better.
Nice. Rather than
research and information will always give you a head start. Because you know how to tackle and solve problems or do what's right. Because sometimes artists, it's not because they're not gifted or anything. It's just that their approach is wrong. Somebody, he's knocking on the presenter's door, then he should be going to a music compiler for airplay.
Which comes back to what you said, like at least as an aspiring artist, know the basics.
But how do you know you research? A lot of people have these fancy phones. But they only WhatsApp and DM and stuff. They don't go to Google to ask questions.
Which is
Google is a very good friend. Yeah.
If we took like the man to the moon with the PC the size of this room, and now we've got more for some power.
Yeah, so you can do it. Yeah, information is power and education is power.
What's that? And then obviously what's on your playlist currently? Please know we know
playlist. Okay,
who you can things.
Nina Simone. Sanko Mota. Route 20, yes. I was listening to Nora Jones. The Roots. And what else was I? So there's quite a lot of songs there, but I listen to old school neo soul jazz. Just to tap in.
You actually experience with the sound
No, I'm just laid back, so I'm comfortable with it. I did try hip hop. I signed an artist called Beast. And Bumper plays good. I know a lot of people know that song. But he also since parted with the record company. So I tried hip hop. It's doable, but I don't know if I played that. Yeah, hip hop is a very special.
And isn't the whole broadness of it? It's about to jump on. More people feel.
Yeah, hip hop is very special. And so again, maybe I needed to go to.
And then
and see if I can still cope with hip hop.
So you can't really ask you the famous motivation of because you have purists and the hip hop who feel like back in the day hip hop was on point or substance. And then nowadays, but then I guess this conversation always.
I don't know, man. Like
you can't judge creativity. I don't know.
Yeah, you can be creative if you want to be creative, but what's the whole point? It's making money, right? Okay. Do something that will make you money.
So whatever.
Don't go to go underground. I don't know. I've never understood that part of saying I'm underground. I'm trying to be conscious. Because people don't listen to conscious music anymore. They just want to buy something. It's a sad reality. Yes, they don't want to.
Like you need to know your audience as well.
Yeah, it's like now you listen to go music. Hey, and that's a hit. And if you go to no, it is. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like music has changed a little bit. So you must also know that there's commercial and secular music that will make you money. If you are intending to make money, then go that route. But if you're intending to just give awareness, okay, sure, let's go deep. But I don't know how deep we need to know. Me, I listen to deep because the sense that I'm listening to.
Yeah, true.
I go commercial if I want to start comparing and seeing. Amanda, what can you do better? But Amanda has stayed true to herself. She will tell you, I'm not doing this. I'm doing what I think is right. So, yeah.
And you can actually get the sense of the authenticity in.
Yeah, I don't tamper with what the creativity. I will tamper with other things. Me, I just take the song and say, look, we can change the song a little bit because I can't sell it. I'm sure the music product is I must sell. So if you give me a product and I can't sell it, I'll sell it. So I don't really think. But we are currently working on something in Amanda. We gave you my featuring Maborisa. Now watch this space. We're gonna feature artists and we're doing something. Yeah, we're doing something great actually, which Swaziland should be proud. We should be proud. Yeah, we breaking boundaries. In fact, as far as I remember, Amanda has been the only artist that has featured a big artist, secular music artist, as in like not Banban featuring Amanda. No, Amanda featuring yes. So we're going ahead with that stuff because then we feel that Swaziland should take first place also.
True.
Or is it Eswatini? Yeah.
Alright, that's a good point. And any other bubbling artists that you've seen on the side that
yes, a lot. I can't mention them. Yeah, I don't want to get them excited. No opening, but yeah, there has been. Right. Again, like I'm saying, I'm not Jesus of music.
True.
But I just whoever that wants to work with me must always understand. Anginaso isikhathi sekuendela thina and anginaso isikhathi sokuthi after 2 months you're telling me ngithengele imoto.
Yes, I guess it's very important that
if you want to appreciate your craft, Sunday. Okay. And see how hard it is for record labels to do the work. So we work with you.
And then last few words in parting, I'd like to get your sense. You obviously touched on the whole. You didn't say this obviously. The whole needs to get not restructured in the wrong idea, but there needs to be a certain direction towards in which you move. And so, should you ever see yourself either delving into the whole bringing a station this side, the industry as a whole, music and the arts. What can the youth do in that capacity, or how can they approach it to help also foster growth within that realm?
First, they must get the knowledge, meaning to funnel about things. I cannot bravely walk into a radio station and start unplugging stuff, or start wanting to make changes.
So passion should not
be yeah, there must also be knowledge. I mean, I'm kind of a crash course yes, but first things first is the knowledge. And once you have the knowledge, then you will know what yeah, and in terms of the media spaces in the country, look, there's room to improve. But I say, put more young people in. I know Lana sometimes so when in spaces of government, it's a case of putting the outer tile. But put more people who have the skills, because these guys out here who go to Tswana to study but never come back. These guys like Phila will never come back. And if you ask them why they don't come back, they'll always be the same answer, which is I don't know to say. So put the people who are skilled there and see what. Like multi-choice now, multi-choice, they are coming up with new TV stations, model art, and those people that own those things are actually young people who have got the skill and the experience. Now they're putting into it. I would love to see the likes of those two or Sam come back to the country to do something good, but I don't know if they would come at the moment because the way it is, I'm not naming names, I don't really care, but the way it is, it's like living in Lalela cool. Like when I was 2 years old. It's still there in the same slot. So the world has changed, but the station is remained the same. You understand? Or the person that was reading the news when I was a kid. I'm a grown man now, should be there too, but it's the same person. People go out and study television and come back to work, but the skills are severe. Because it's coming back to the same thing, very. So if there were more TV stations, radio stations, maybe music can also grow. Because now there'll be more platforms.
To push the content.
Yes. But Swaziland is a very nice place.
But not hand.
Yeah. Yes. No. A lot of it, yeah.
And some of the production of the videos as well as involved inside.
Yeah. Photography, everything. Everything has actually improved. So yeah.
The youth is putting in work. So you say, I guess from what the sense I got from you is yes, there may be a few alterations that need to be made there, but the raw talent is there is potential.
Yeah, and I think it's time now that we give products that we can be a part of. you can be proud of, because that boot down, I'm more figure can do that in. More figure can do that in. My point is, I'm not saying
wait, I'm trying to answer this one correctly.
Yeah, but then get back to the question: if when I was saying that X FM or service station, Malfika when I will be the product which you are proud of, our family, who's making the product. So maybe it's time that there's money put in. I know there's a bit of a problem, but putting money into the right production and stuff. Even production wise in terms of gigs and stuff.
Yes.
That is nonsense.
True.
So let's take it seriously. Let's take everything seriously. Mediocrity is a lot, but I still don't understand why there's not more than 10 production companies where you can say Infinite Sound, Infinite Stage, Infinite Lighting, Infinite UAV. There's not so many in this country. Yet there's gigs everywhere. I still don't understand why Masisio in that promotion. You still have retained the colors. And you're actually doing a big individual of a big corporate company. I still will never understand that. I will like to see the small music. When a stage is proper, when people proper.
So
let's be serious. Then
it touches on the whole, again, going back to the recognition. Obviously, they may not be in that one per se, but having a benchmark so that you try
like
to.
In the standard.
Yeah, exactly. It's not tolerate.
Then you start being known. Then if you say hashtag don't that's what they
stuff experience.
I think for me that's how I've seen it. Because if you now start asking people to that means that there's a long. But yeah.
It's hope. We're not being so bad.
No, there is. Beautiful. We just need the money. Put the money in there and then let the kids shine.
That's good. All right. Thank you so much.
I hope I've answered everything.
Oh yeah. Well, and now all we need to know is what can you look forward to? We've got backstage pass to a certain upcoming event. You mentioned Amanda more.
Okay, so Amanda's just is doing a lot of gigs these days.
Yes.
Doing Bombela Jazz, doing another major one, the one that has honey. I can't mention it. Okay, it's Luju. Maybe I can't mention the brand behind it. It's Luju as well. She's also doing PMB Jazz. She's also going to be doing Amkodam Spring Festival. She's also going to be doing. She's also going to have her own show at the Playhouse Theatre in Devon. There's quite a number of things that we're
lined up.
We're hoping to shoot 2 more videos before the end of the year, release maybe 3 more singles before the end of the year. Who knows? Amanda's really coming further. Yeah. And thank you to the other kids that are actually giving us competition around for our money, because it keeps us running. And I do believe that the awards are coming soon.
Yes.
So,
we'll
attend. Yeah.
I know. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me famous. I try to make others famous.
You're just writing off your shine.
Yeah, cool. It's a mind ending before the end of it.